Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight on the Discipline Therapy Podcast with your two hosts, Mr. E.L. Discipline, and with him always, myself, Suhey Sotomayor.
Shout out to Jam House Music Studios sponsorship. We're also on the major listening platforms such as iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Spreaker, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Discipline Therapy Thursdays where everything is completely free. It's sucker free, it's judgment free, it's censor free, it's sensitive free, and if you subscribe, it's for free. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or roll a blunt. But the main thing is make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversations. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're here.
I had to jump on that.
Oh, yeah.
Next time is Nula.
He's like the first one.
I know.
that just took initiative to
He was
jump
like,
on
we're
it.
here. I like that. I like that. Next time, though, Nula.
I got you.
No lie.
Because I need to say that on camera. All right. Tonight's episode 35, people shouldn't ask for gifts they can't afford themselves. And with us in studio, he was on the show once before, but now we got him in studio, Mr.
Live.
Jeffrey San Simon, or Saint Simon.
Live
And in person.
Yes. Thank you
Listen,
for having me
I might
Thank
get
you.
ganged up on, but
Nah, you're good.
He's neutral.
I'm neutral.
oh, is he?
And
He's
I'm in the
neutral.
middle. Yeah.
I'm neutral too.
know,
He
yeah.
always paints me out to be
I
like
know.
something bad.
I
You know,
Yeah, I
listen,
know.
somebody's gonna get it.
We'll see. What today is. I'm always painting you out to be something. We'll see what today is. Here's the thing. Do you believe that people shouldn't ask for what gifts they can't afford?
Yes, for sure.
Why?
There's a couple quotes that I like. Joe Lewis, he says, it's too close.
Nope, you're good.
Okay. Joe Lewis, he says, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. It's like that. Everyone wants to go to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once you have to get consistent,
Yeah,
you kind of lose.
Yeah, everybody wants to lose that weight or
everybody wants to look good, but don't want to go to
or-
the gym.
Yeah. Just
so
like everybody wants $1 million or
nobody wants to put in the work.
Yup.
Yeah, so once it comes time to be consistent, that's when you lose a lot of people.
What do you think?
I think so.
Sorry.
I agree. I don't think that people should ask for gifts that they can't afford themselves, or that if they can't afford to give it either.
Yeah,
I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Yeah, I concur.
What do you think about it?
I concur with you too.
Hey.
I have an overview of the topic. All right, so we're gonna go through an overview of the topic of what the bullets I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna mention each bullet one by one. I'll mention it, and I'll ask your opinions on it, and we'll keep it going like that as a flow. So the overview is: loyalty is expensive, trust is expensive. Designer brands, morals and values, love and affection, freaky or sexual partner or partners, entitlements, respect and honesty, knowledge or information about someone else, beauty or intelligence, and last but not least, sex. So the first thing on the bullet notes I have is if a man or a woman lies or retains secrets or goes through a power struggles of opening up, no matter the duration of time you both were together, even in the courting stage, but has a desire for you to open up and be honest with them, like what is your perception on that person, whether it's a male or a female? So hey, you could go first, and then Jeff.
If someone wants you to open up, but they won't open up with you, is that what the question was?
And they lie and they retain secrets, but they want you to tell them everything. They want you to be honest with them.
Well, I mean, if on my part, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm talking with this person, whether it be a man or a woman or
Mhm.
whoever, and I find out that they're lying, I mean, I guess I would have to figure out why it is that they're lying in the first place. Like, what's making them want to lie to me about it? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
like, kids lie because they're scared.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why is
Try
a
to get away with
grown,
stuff.
right? Why is a grown ass person lying to me
Yeah.
for?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I would definitely have to figure that out.
What do you think, Jeff?
I mean, I think I don't want to say that's normal, but I feel like in today's day and age, there's a lot of relationships that are like that. That's how they
I
operate.
think it is normal,
Yeah.
like you said, but because of learned behavior.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're young and you're in a
Mhm.
relationship and you feel like, you say something to that person and let's say we're dating,
Mhm.
right? We're together 5 years.
Right.
In those 5 years, if I, learn that you don't like when I go out or you're something like that, when we break up, I'm going to naturally carry that on to me to the next
Yep.
relationship.
Yeah.
It's
Those
my
wounds.
job, right, to and people don't know this until they're, you have experience, you're
Mhm.
older. You have to know, all right, that's not the same person.
Yeah.
I have to now relearn what that person likes. And so it's a balance. But I feel like a lot of people, like you said, they make that the norm
Yeah.
because that's what they already know.
I think the reason why too is because, like, people don't go to a new relationship on a clean slate.
Exactly.
It's like, you remember Men in Black, the neuralizer?
Yeah.
They wipe
should
out the
all
memory.
have
Wipe the
that.
memory.
Yeah, it's like when a relationship ends, neuralize yourself, go into a next relationship, but that doesn't happen. So you go to a new relationship with old habits, and even though it's someone new, you tell yourself you're going to do that. But then once you're in a relationship, once you're with the person, you forget. Like you just start lying things. Like, if one person checks your phone, now when you go to the new relationship, and
You're
you're
just
going to
gonna
lie, you're going to change your
automatically think,
password, you're going to
right?
think that, you know what I mean? If the other person always goes out and meets other people and cheats or whatever the case may be, you're going to think that the next person going to do the same thing. So I think it's
like a cycle.
yeah, it's a cycle, and just people just have to give the new person all the
You
energy.
got to learn when to
it's
get
tough.
off that
Yeah,
cycle
yeah.
for
So that's
yourself. Yep.
in today's day and age. Unfortunately, I think that just it happens quite a bit, which
Yeah.
is unfortunate, but it is what it
I
is.
think with that bullet, that individual, whether it's a male or a female, they're hypocrites. And I feel that if they're comfortable doing that, like I don't care about childhood traumas and stuff like that. If they're comfortable in retaining secrets and opening up and not opening up and they're demanding that from you, or if they catch you in a lie and they're behaving a certain way now, passive aggressive, they're behaving differently towards you, they deserve what they're giving out. That's what I believe. Like if you're somebody that likes to keep secrets, you like to move sneaky and you like to lie, if that guy is doing that or that girl is doing that to you, you get what you get. Y'all deserve each other. That's how I look at it. Now here's my next bullet. Don't ask for honesty if you can't handle the truth. Now I'm gonna ask you too this. Who lies more, men or women? Whether it's before the courting stage.
I don't think that's a question like who lies more, men or women, because I've seen women that lie and then I've seen men that lie.
I think
You know
it's
what I mean?
equal.
So
They,
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
equal.
equal,
Hold on,
but they
hold on.
lie differently.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who? So you're neutral with that?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
lying is a
Okay.
gender.
What do you think?
I think.
You better get this right, man. I'm just kidding.
Nah, all right. I think they lie differently, but they both lie the same. In my opinion, though, if you look at the landscape of what's expected from each gender, I think women lie more. Because it's expected for the men. Like most men, we're dogs. We do this, we do that. But that's just a perception. You know what I mean? Like people think.
Finish that sentence. It's expected for a man to what? To lie?
Yeah, like
That doesn't make it right though, and he's still a
no,
liar.
and I'm saying I think
generalizing men. Probably.
Generalizing it. I think it's a perception for the men. Like, oh, we can sleep with 20 women and not care. For women, oh, they can't do that because there's feelings attached. Like it's a perception. So because of that, women kind of lie to get away with certain things. Men, we're just not as smart about it. You know what I mean? So if we get caught, we're just a dog. We missed a good one. Just kind of move on.
I
you know what I'm
mentioned.
saying?
Sorry to cut you.
No,
I
you're
mentioned
good.
this in episode 25, season 3 with potential relationship deal breakers, and everybody agreed with me. I agree. I believe women lie more. Now I'm gonna give you certain scenarios. She could be gorgeous. She's with a guy who's overweight. He makes millions though. She's clearly with him. She might be, I don't want to say clearly, but let's say she's with him for the money. She
Okay.
cares about the guy. She's not in love with him or whatever. She married him because she cares about him. He buys a new suit. They're going out to a club or an event. Hey, babe, how do I look in this? She knows he's
I
overweight.
remember
That's
the
not the
podcast.
that's not the type of women. That's not the type of man she likes. She's gonna say, "Oh, you look fine. Let's go." She's lying. Even if it's a little white lie, she's lying because
Yeah.
a lot of women, 98% of them don't want to be mean. So they're gonna
That's
like,
true.
yo, and I'm gonna give you another scenario. This was when I was younger. Met a woman, whether it was a supermarket or whatever. I said, "Hey, we're connecting. Let me get your number." She said, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." I was like, "Oh, okay." Next thing you know, we have mutual friends, and I find out she doesn't have a boyfriend. And I'm over here like, why she gotta lie to a stranger? We didn't build anything yet.
I know a lot of women that do that.
But
Exactly.
I believe
I know
that she
a lot of women
probably
do
did that because because I'm gonna tell you the real.
She wasn't feeling you, dog.
No, it's not always that. It's not
I
always
know.
that. Look more in depth. Look more in depth. Watch. Being a woman is scary.
It is.
Being a woman is scary because you hear all these things about getting raped and this and that.
Acid thrown in your
Some
face.
guys don't take rejection well.
Yeah.
So if a woman is feeling me, but she may have some trust issues or whatever it is, she might say, "Oh, to get this guy off my back, I'm gonna lie and say I have a boyfriend."
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now automatically I'm gonna back off. "Oh, you got a boyfriend? All right, cool." And I just keep it pushing. Somebody else might be like, "Oh, so what does that have to do with me?"
Yeah.
Keep going.
Awful.
Now she has to come up with something else. So I feel like it's not, to me, I'm not justifying this. It's still a lie.
But whose
You know what I'm
fault?
saying?
Whose fault is it though? So is it the men's fault because he can't take that type of rejection, or is it the
That
woman's
she's
fault for
lying?
having to lie?
That she's lying?
Yeah, because it goes back to the same thing before. Like, if a man asks the woman, "How do I look?" "Oh, you look good. You look good. Let's just go."
Well,
So is it the man's fault because he can't take the truth, or is it the woman's fault for having to lie?
When a woman gets in a relationship with a man, let's not even talk about that. Let's just talk about women feelings. Women are more emotional than men.
That's definitely true.
Okay, so this goes back to what I'm saying. A lot of women don't want to be mean. They don't want to be assholes, bitches, or whatever. They also don't want that backlash. They don't know how somebody's gonna take it. So you might be in a relationship with someone, and this guy, he makes you feel bad for being honest. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about one specific relationship. He makes you feel bad for being honest. "Oh, baby, I like getting choked in bed. You fucking slut." Or, "Baby,
Yo, what?
you look a certain way," and he spazzes out on you now.
Oh, because you're dressed a certain way?
No,
Oh.
no, she's saying that to him. Now he's like, he can't handle the truth. So he's spazzing on her. So now she's like, "I don't want to have to deal with this drama."
Yeah, so you refrain from it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
Right. So then you want her to just keep going and having to deal with that same backlash over and over and over again?
She needs to walk
I'm-
away.
It's
So
like a learned. It's a learned behavior. Yes,
She needs to
the
walk
right
away.
thing would be to walk away in that circumstance.
Yeah.
But going back to you saying that you met a girl and she, you said, "Hey, let me get your number," and she was like, "I have a boyfriend."
Yeah.
Right. There, like you said, there are many reasons for that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like we just saw, a few months back that there was a woman in, trying to get wine or something. Somebody asked for her number. She
Yeah.
said no, and they beat her ass.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's scary to be a woman.
Exactly.
Where
But
it's
then,
like,
so you're
that's
the
why I feel like
lies.
they have to.
The lies kind of have to
well,
balance
well, here's
out.
the thing. That's why I feel like women lie more, because whether it's they're protecting themselves, whether they're protecting other people's feelings.
So you're just on. It doesn't matter what kind of a lie. It's
Yes,
just period a
it's
lie.
just period a lie.
Right.
So
But when you say that, sorry, I
No,
don't
you
mean
good.
to. When you say that, it makes it sound, whoever is listening, because I automatically was like, okay, so now women are just we just born lying now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
But
nah.
explaining it like that,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Yes, women
Yeah.
in that circumstance, explaining like that,
I've-
sometimes
I've-
we have to lie to save ourselves.
Yes, and out of fear, doubt, insecurities.
100%.
A man can come out, be the alpha in the relationship, and be straightforward, a straight shooter, and be honest.
Mhm.
Now, he might set the tone in that relationship. because she might start following him. Let's say he's just like, yo, I'm a freak. She's a freak, but she doesn't want to come out and say she's a freak. She might lie and say she's not a freak because in the past she had men that ridiculed her for it. Dudes were calling me weird. The moment this guy's like, yo, I'm a freak. This is what I like. This is what I like. Oh my God. We like the same thing. Now she starts to open.
Comes back to the neuralizer.
Yeah.
You got clean slate, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
But
what I mean?
I'm just saying a lie's a lie, whether it's little, big, what.
Well, I don't. I see. That's where I have to differ with you. Yes.
So I'll ask you then. I'm sorry.
Yes,
so
go
like,
ahead.
is it? Well, in this case, we're talking about man and woman. But is it the man's fault for putting the eggs on the floor, or is it the woman's fault for having to walk on eggshells? What do you think?
I think. Well, the type of person that I am, I'm 100% like how he said. I don't like to hurt somebody's feelings. So
you'll lie to protect their feelings.
I have lied to protect somebody's feelings.
See, I'm the opposite.
I have.
I'm the opposite too.
I'm the opposite. I'll tell you the truth. I'm a straight shooter.
I said this in Mind Sex, episode 15.
I'm going to tell you the truth, but it's your responsibility to accept it the way you want to accept it.
Right. But, and that's why, like, it goes back to what I said. Like, if I'm gonna, okay, so put it like this. I don't automatically start out lying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna lie right now. No, it's after, it's certain, I guess, and I have to speak from more past experience because my thought process on things has changed, so from when I was.
Right.
But it's like, if I say something and it's not like, I'm like, oh, wow, that's not the reaction I wanted. And it's something that I can avoid. All right, then I'll avoid it.
I just said that earlier.
And I'm agreeing with you.
It's out of fear, out of protection, out of doubt, out of insecurity. If this guy blows up when I tell the truth and it's drama, I'd rather just retain these secrets. I'd rather just not say
but that's also, like I said before, learned behavior. You learn it from one, you're going to carry it until you know yourself.
And it's the person you're choosing.
But I also think, men lie, just like how you said, in a different way. They might not, lie to save your feelings or,
they'll lie to protect themselves.
100%. They'll lie to protect themselves. It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You're cheating and you don't want to get caught. No, I wasn't at the club. I was at the gym.
Right.
I was working out with Johnny.
Yep. I was at the gym. Just ask him.
Right.
He'll tell you.
Yeah. Now
that's a different type of lie.
Now I said in Mind Sex, the irony about me being honest has nothing to do with her. It has everything to do with me.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
when I love and care for somebody, if I'm keeping something from her that is like vital information, it's gonna keep me up at night.
Yep.
So I know
I'm the same way.
I know that this is gonna hurt her. Maybe she's gonna cry, but I gotta say, I saw a meme, and maybe you saw this meme, and maybe you saw this meme. I saw a meme, a dog was sleeping and smiling, and they said, the way you sleep when you know you broke her heart. That's me. That's me. I'm sleeping well because even though I broke her heart, like I told her the truth.
You see how he sees things in a whole different light?
Versus 3 months down the line, she finds out this shit and it's even worse.
Right.
Now, everything that I built with her, trust, respect, all that is going to be broken.
See, but the difference with him is that he is smiling because he's not lying to that person that he cares about. Yeah. That's different. Now, that's how he took that. I don't know. Is that how you took it? Because that meme, I took it like that dirty bastard made her cry and now he can sleep. Being mean.
But see,
not the honest way that he does.
So you should always focus on the message and not the delivery.
Exactly. Focus on the message. Yep.
Well, it's always I forgot my train of thought.
You're hanging out with me too much.
It's oh man, forgot. Maybe I'll remember later. Let's move on.
Some of the guys probably forgot the thought.
So love languages. I want to go through the different love languages, and then we go through what yours are. So love languages. Okay, showing love with providing gifts or receiving material things. Showing love with words of affirmation, like compliments, adoration, appreciation. Some require like physical stimulation for love. There's different form of love is physicality, like physical touch, whether it's spanking, hitting, you're choking her at the brink of asphyxiation, massages, holding hands. the act of deepest service, such as like maybe cooking, cleaning, following orders, completing tasks. Maybe he fixed something for you, changed the tire. He's educating you, making you better. She is supporting you, inspiring you, helping you with your business. Quality time. Now, quality time, deepest conversations, creating moments that you both enjoy, doing things together, going out on dates, movies, dinners, bowling, walks in the park. Um, do you know what your love language is or are? Because you might have one or all five. And do you know what your love language is?
I think I do, but
All five.
I want to know if you do.
I think mine are physical touch.
Okay.
I think that's everybody's.
Hey, right. That's why I laugh, because it's like that's everyone's number one. But especially for men, I think. But words of affirmation and quality time. Because I'm the type, I do everything by myself, so I don't really, acts of service don't really do too much for me. Gifts, I grew up where it's like my dad's like, yo, if you want something, you gotta go get it, bro. So if someone gives me something, it's like, oh, thanks, But so I think physical touch, not necessarily, the fun, the ones that he talked about, but the simple stuff too.
Not somebody choking you?
Definitely not.
You choking them?
I don't
It's like
know about that.
the Lord does not want me to do that.
Yeah.
What about you, Suhei? What about you, Suhei?
My love language, I love giving gifts.
Okay.
If it's your birthday and it's like your birthday's like next week, I'll be like, I got you your gift. You want it now? You want it?
Do you
right
like
now?
receiving gifts though? That's the love language. So because I love giving gifts too. Like I literally just bought my mom's birthday gift today.
Love it. I love
that's
giving
my favorite
gifts.
thing to do.
I don't like getting compliments too much.
Oh, so words of affirmation ain't there?
No, yes, words of affirmation, but not, oh, you're so beautiful. I'm like, thank you. It makes me feel weird.
Yeah.
But
so
like,
what kind of
job.
words of
You're doing a good job.
like reassurance.
Right. Or thank you. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Or, something like that to make me feel like I'm doing a good job. Or else then why am I here? If the job I'm doing isn't what you want, then why am I here?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you very much. Physical touch. I think pretty much all except
acts of service. Do you like when people do things for you?
No, but I like doing things for people. I don't like, why I don't like people doing things for me? Because I don't usually ask people. No.
Okay.
And I don't ask people for help, which is one of my big,
I
downfalls.
hardly do too.
I don't. So when somebody does something for me, I'm like, why that's weird. I don't, it makes me feel uncomfortable. Let me do it for you. You want coffee? I'll go make you coffee. You're hungry? Let me cook something for you. That's my love language.
Yeah. What about you, man?
Mine is providing gifts. Now, I provide
You
gifts.
like receiving gifts though?
I provide gifts. No, I provide gifts differently. You know what I'm saying? They may not be all physical or materialistic. You know what I'm saying? Words of affirmation I don't really care about. Physical touch definitely. I'm a Scorpio.
What does that even mean?
That means that when we love sex, we're very affectionate people. So when we really love somebody and care for somebody, we display that. And when we don't trust you, you start seeing that also. Like we take that away.
It's like,
you
no
know what I'm
sex for
saying?
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So act of deepest service. I mean,
Do you
I
like
like
when
it
people do things
for
for you?
me. Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm a dominant. So like I'm, do this, do that, clean, like follow orders.
I made you eggs, baby.
Yeah. that's love. That's
no,
love.
not baby.
Well, yeah, she wouldn't call me baby.
Well, yeah, I was just being funny about it.
Yeah, but
that's what you want shorties to do. That's why.
Yes.
See, I knew it. I knew that's what you were referring to.
Yes, but like, I've changed the tire, I've done yard work.
Oh, mine is also deep conversations. I didn't go down enough, obviously.
Yes.
Oh, that's quality time.
Yeah, that's quality time.
I like quality time.
Yeah,
too.
so I like that
walks
too.
in the park,
Yeah, I like that too. Your phone is off. You're not like I get all your undivided attention.
Same here.
Doing things you guys have in common.
Building memories.
That's so hard today. Like I feel like because
but
when
going
I go
to
out
the park and walking around, that's nice.
No, not that. I'm saying like turning the phone off, no distractions. Like if I'm with someone, I turn my phone off or I put it on vibrate. If I go eat with family, I'm not on my phone. If I'm on a date with my girl, I don't be on my phone. I feel like in today's day, like people
people run their businesses on their phone.
Yeah, I mean I do too, but like you gotta You gotta
Yeah, you have
compartmentalize. You know
to
what I mean? So
exactly.
It's an
You
addiction
have to be in
sometimes.
the
yeah,
moment.
Like
yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
like I put that law down. Like if that's something that she has a
Same
problem
here.
doing,
It's
I
like,
say,
yeah,
listen, when you're with me, this
yep.
is off, because it becomes a habit now where we go out to dinner. Now she's screenshotting her food, posting it. Like, what do you get me in the picture too? You know what I'm
I
saying? I'm
paid
paying
for
for
this.
dinner. Like, get
Yeah,
me in the picture too. So
yeah. I've seen memes of that,
it's
man.
almost like
Yeah, guys get
don't do
mad.
that if you're not gonna
Sometimes, yeah.
do that.
Some of them do.
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
even take
saying?
pictures of the food. My girlfriends
Yeah.
do, and I'm like, it's just
So
food. You're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
So I want to get
It's
to
Instagram flex.
if
You know.
he's asking for Jordans but he doesn't work. If she's asking for a rich man to take care of her, but she doesn't have a high-paying job, or Louis Vuitton or Chanel bags,
Is it
should
What was
okay?
the
they?
You're
question?
asking, is it
Should
okay?
they? Yeah.
You
Should they
first.
ask for it?
Yeah, you
Yes.
first.
No.
Nah.
No way. I would if
What do
I
you
can't
think?
if I can't afford my own Chanel bag, I'm not gonna ask anybody to get me a Chanel bag.
What do
But
you?
that's because that's your personality too. But there
Yes.
are women.
Oh
We call them
yeah.
sponsors, right? Like,
Yes.
Yeah. I know
they,
women
you know
that
what I
come
mean?
from other women
Yeah,
that do
Yes.
that.
yeah.
Yes.
So,
Again, it's a learned thing.
right.
Yeah. What do you think? Jay?
I mean, it's subjective. Like, if the man wants to get shorty a bag, regardless of her job or whatever, they're gonna do it. You know, and especially now with social media, like we talked about,
Yeah.
they want to post it. And we talked about the last episode too about women using social media to enhance, the
Yeah.
things that they have, whether it's materialistic or
Absolutely.
That could also be a flex on the man if he's
yeah,
rich and
that
he's buying.
is.
He's like, I bought her
Yeah,
that.
I know men personally
Yeah.
that buys bags for women, like multiple women, and it's like
Wait,
I
he
would never
buys
do it.
like high end bags for
Yeah,
multiple women.
yeah.
My God, that man must have money.
He do. But it's just
Dios
like
santísimo.
I don't know. It's
I would
subjective.
feel uncomfortable if
Yeah.
somebody came here and said, "Here's a Birkin." Oh
'Cause
my
not-
God,
not-
what
I
am I
just-
supposed to do for this?
But that's today's day and age. You want to show you have the stuff, and then the other person, like you said, you want to show you can afford the stuff.
Yeah.
So but in a relationship though, I mean, it's subjective. If you want to, spoil the girl or man that you're with, I guess so. But me personally, I would never ask for something that I can't afford myself.
Me either.
That's
I
just
agree.
me.
Now,
You know
what do you think about a man who is just lacks ambition, doesn't have a job or whatever, but he's aspiring to get a 6-figure woman?
Oh, I thought he was going with someplace different with that. He doesn't have a job, but he's aspiring to get one. Is what I
Right,
thought you
yeah.
were saying. I was
thought
like,
he was gonna say the
I was
same
gonna
thing
say you
too.
got to back him
He
up. You got to
wants to
give
be
him that.
taken care of financially.
Well, he could go someplace
I
else because I ain't
mean,
taking
Okay.
care of.
What do you think?
I'm old school. I just feel like it's the man's responsibility to take care of the woman and the family. So
Mm.
if you home all day and you're just not doing nothing, I don't think a shorty should want to talk to you.
So
That's
what
just
do you?
my opinion.
Sorry. So what do you think about women, right, who want high earners, but they won't date those
9 to 5s.
blue collar high earners, such
Yo,
as
there was
plumbers, sanitation workers, elevator installers, construction workers, bridge operators.
I think that they're stupid
there was a video
for
that
women to
went
think
viral
that.
last year. I don't remember whose show it was, but this woman was like, "If you can't give me $50,000 on the drop of a dime, I don't want you." I don't know if you ever
You
seen
know what's
that one.
funny? That then who would want her though?
Yeah,
Mm.
sponsors.
Yeah.
Sponsors.
That's awful.
That's what I call them.
Yeah.
But
Sponsors.
not for nothing. I mean, a woman who says that sanitation workers get a lot of money.
I know.
But
it's
construction
just a
workers
different
get a lot of
type
money.
of, especially now with like scammers and I think it's just so much. It's so easier to achieve economic success financially.
But these
Wait. By how? By scamming people?
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
100%. I just saw
so
something.
it's just different.
It's awful.
Fast money.
these women, right, or males who are asking for these high earners. If you think about it, like there's about 1 to 2%, depending on the region in the world,
Mhm.
right? Like that make about $500,000.
Yeah.
There's 1 or 2%. So it's almost like these women live in a fucking fantasy world, or these men live in a fucking
They
fantasy
do.
world.
They do.
Because it's like this is what I'm saying, like with the whole social media thing, and it's like, oh my God, that celebrity, like I want to be a power couple like J and B, and it's like you try to aspire for that relationship, And you telling me you're not gonna work, you're not gonna work well with a sanitation worker because you look at that, he
That
picks up
title. Yeah,
garbage
they're looking at
or
the
a
title.
plumber
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, you're not gonna get a guy in a suit that's gonna give you everything that you want.
Yeah,
It's
likely.
very
The guy in the suit might probably treat her worse for all you
Yeah,
know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
She's just looking at the outside package.
Yeah.
Not
A
What can
lot
I
of
gain from this?
young
Exactly.
girls think like
Yeah.
this. You know what I'm saying? They're more selective.
I'll
They're
be
more
honest.
pickier.
Women today want to be paid to be in a relationship.
Mm.
They want to be
Yeah.
paid
To be in a
to be in a
relationship.
relationship.
Mm.
I mean,
I'm gonna
just being
get to
real.
that. I'm gonna get
That's
to that down.
I'm gonna be
interesting.
real. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but social media crippled the mindset, the thought process too.
Absolutely.
Like you said, you see celebrities with the stuff they have, but not even that. Now you see peers with things that they have.
Exactly.
Before, when you graduate high school, you go on your ways. I only know what you up to if I run at you at the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now
Or
I can
the
see
reunion.
everything. Yeah, the
Mm.
reunion. But now I see everything you got.
And half of
Your
that shit is a
car.
front.
Exactly.
Because I saw something on the news about one of the not the basketball wives, but one of those chicks that was like
Yeah.
on one of those. You have money. She wants to keep up with that lifestyle.
Keeping
She
up with the
doesn't have it.
Joneses.
She doesn't
Yeah.
have that money anymore. So what is she doing? She's doing a scam and scamming old people out of their their life savings.
Yep.
If you can't afford it, sweetheart, then don't buy it.
Mm.
You got to go
Not
and
just
make
that.
your own
If you
hustle.
can't
Don't
buy it
steal it.
twice, you
Ex-
can't afford it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
You know what I mean?
Jay-Z
So,
said that.
Yeah. If
Sean
you can't
Carter.
buy it twice, you can't afford it.
If he's handsome or she's gorgeous, he's fit, she's fit, or he's muscular, but he or she looks like a donut shaped Shrek. Do they have business asking for this type of person?
That's on you answer that one.
Well, not for nothing,
Yo,
but
man.
there's somebody out there for everybody. That guy who's
Yeah,
fit
that's
might
true.
like the, he
I
might
know
be
a
a chubby
couple.
chaser.
I know a couple.
You know what I mean? Or the girl.
I know a few.
I know girls that think I'm gonna get with him, and I know guys that think the same way. I'm gonna get with him or her. They're not as beautiful. They're not your standard beauties. But I know that they're gonna treat me right.
I'm not talking
I know
about
people.
preference though, because you're right about that. But I'm talking about, do they deserve that type of person? Like if
The person wants them.
I don't think you can define whether somebody or what somebody deserves or
I know
doesn't
the type. I
deserve.
know what he's
I don't think
asking.
they deserve.
I know what you're
I don't think they
asking.
deserve that type of person.
You're
But
asking, should a person that's fit date someone that's not fit, basically?
no,
should the
I'm
person
asking
who's
the
not
person
fit,
who's not fit.
should they want to date somebody that's
They're
Yeah.
a donut shaped Shrek, a man or female, and they're saying, "Yo, this is my ideal guy. He gotta wear suits all the time. He gotta be fit.
That's always the case, though.
He gotta be him."
If you go to like one of their offices or the job, I'm sure they got pictures of all those fit guys that they want, that they aspire to be with. On
I mean, they could
Just
want
being
it all.
honest.
They could want it all they want. It doesn't mean that they're gonna get it.
Hey, I mean, if you,
You know what I
it's a
mean?
numbers game.
You gotta
It's a
think
numbers game.
it. You gotta think it to want it to
If
happen.
you want, listen, don't listen to E. Listen, look here. If you're, I'm not gonna call you donut shaped Shrek.
Everybody needs love.
But if you are heavier than the standard, I suppose, for your height, it's a numbers game. If you want someone with six pack, just only talk to men with six pack. Eventually, you'll land. Don't
That's
listen
true.
to E. Don't listen to
That's
E, man.
true.
You will. I'm just saying, do they deserve?
I know, man. I was messing with you.
I'm just saying, do they deserve to claim that? You know what I'm saying?
I think
if the person wants them,
yeah.
Hey, I mean, hey, listen.
Okay. What about the guys that date BBWs? They engage with them in whatever capacity, but they tell them to go to the gym after like they've been dating for like a month or two.
Well, I would say, why is he telling her to go to the gym? Because she has health issues. Then okay, then that's something. All right, he's saying it out of concern. But if he's now wanting to be like, you know what, I think I'd rather prefer a slimmer woman or someone who's more fit. Then he has no right telling her that he met her like that.
Yeah, I concur.
But people change.
Because I believe that it might be also because those women are easy. But he really wants these chicks, so he's trying to mold something.
Like,
I mean,
it might be those women are
be,
easy. I'm not saying they're easy that way. I'm saying that they don't get enough attention.
Mm-hmm.
Tall chicks and big chicks don't get enough attention, and the moment you engage with them, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna give you more.
React,
they're gonna cater to you more. Whereas that spoiled chick,
that's what I said.
Yeah,
I said that with the other one. Like, That's the if that damn it, I already forgot what the hell I was saying.
All right, so check this out. Check this out.
It's
I
contagious.
believe this. I believe men shouldn't go for big booty women if your dick can't make it past the cheeks. Because those
They
cheeks are
should,
gonna
they
test
should.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying to pound her cheeks into submission. It's not gonna work. Know your limit. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I'm gonna go with know your limit,
I
gentlemen.
plead
Know
I
your
plead the
limit.
I plead the
fifth.
fifth. Okay, good. Now, women should not ask for stamina or endurance in a man when it pertains to the bedroom. If you can't squat on the dick for more than 3 minutes without your knees giving out. Agree?
For my older ladies,
Yeah.
that's
Knees
a hard one
cracking.
for us. That is a hard one because our knees
Agree or
are not the
disagree?
same. I agree.
What about you?
I mean, all right.
Like,
That-
shorty,
that-
shorty,
Fair is
you go to
fair.
the you go
Fair
to the
is fair.
gym.
Yeah, that's
You
what
go
I'm
to the
saying.
gym. You go to the gym. You be on the treadmill for 15 minutes, but you can't squat on this D for 2.
I mean, like we talked about before, if you can't afford something twice, you can't afford it. So if you want to do it, you gotta
Now,
be able to do it, man.
now, if a woman is not feminine, nor does she behave that way, does she have the right to demand a high masculine man?
Demand. I don't think anybody has a right to demand anything
if
like
she's
that.
you said
But
she's not feminine?
Yes. If she,
I mean,
I was. Let me tell you a little story. Me
Yeah.
growing up, I'm 45 now.
but did he answer?
no.
Go ahead.
Go. Ladies
I
first.
almost got yelled at.
Ladies first.
You know, I grew up with sweatpants, my white
Tomboy.
Nikes, tomboy. I didn't know how to be feminine if you freaking threw a dress on me. I couldn't walk in heels. It was awful.
Yeah.
Until I was a little bit, older,
As you
and I
got
was like,
older.
let me try out this girl stuff. But it's not. I didn't demand. I want a man. It's
Yeah.
it's whatever was attracted to me.
I think I mean, depends on what the preference is. You know what I mean? I know a lot of guys that like tomboys, women.
Yeah.
Like my brother's a basketball player, so he likes athletic women.
Mhm.
Most of them are in sweats, most of them are in hoodies,
Mm-hmm.
sneakers, and then they have a coffee in their hand at Starbucks.
I think the
so-
most feminine characteristic that a chick in sweats and hoodies and all that is
Yeah.
that we get shy. That's how we flirt. We're very shy. That's our feminine part.
They act shy.
Yeah,
Y'all
well, that's
not
back in the days.
Okay.
If a man is a cheater, should he ask for a monogamous, sexually faithful, loyal woman?
No.
What about you?
If he's a cheater, then
Yeah.
no. If he's honest, maybe.
Yeah, I would say no. That's a no for me, dog.
Because if he's cheating, he's
think-
lying already,
Yeah.
right? If he's honest, like discipline is,
Yeah.
then
Let
that's
them know.
different. That's different.
Yeah.
You're giving them that option. You lying and cheating on somebody, they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but we talked about this.
Mhm.
Well,
What
how's
was it,
about
last
you
week,
include me
whenever it
on
was?
this?
Oh, no, because we was hanging out. So.
Oh yeah, I have a question for you. But anyway, go
Okay.
ahead.
But in my opinion, that's where we disagree. I don't think. I think. Women. Not that those women that are okay with it devalue themselves, but I think you should value yourself a little bit higher to be with a man that only wants you and no one else.
Interesting.
So like we talked. That's my
Mhm.
guy. I don't care. But
Mhm.
I just think the women that are okay with it,
Yeah, because everybody lives their life differently.
Yeah, because there are some women that are
Some-
like, oh, yeah, as long as you know where home is. It's like, listen, if
Yeah.
I ever have a door, I'm going to tell her straight up.
And
like,
that's
listen,
a
don't ever let a man go out and come back home.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So
That's a poly.
if you don't got an eye for you and only you, then go somewhere else.
That's a
Mm.
poly
real.
relationship. You said you
Mhm.
had a question for him?
No, something about real estate.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
If he's lazy in bed, should he ask for a worker, a sexual dominant, or a nymphomaniac?
I think that if he's with a woman who's a pleaser, I don't think it will make a
Yeah.
difference because she's gonna want to
Depends
please
who
him
they're
anyway.
compatible with.
Right.
Yeah, so I
So
think
you
it
both
depends who they-
agree with
Yeah,
that?
I think
Okay.
who.
Wait, what do you think?
Word, yeah. What do
No.
you think? E?
You can't be asking questions and not answering.
You
No.
saying no?
Hold on. We're gonna shut this camera. We'll be
I
back.
think that
Just kidding.
I think that if he's lazy in bed, I mean he can ask for someone who's more of a worker, a woman who's more of a worker, but she has to be into it too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
Exactly, she has
opposites
to.
attract. So
It's
it,
gonna lay
it
there like
could,
a walrus.
yeah, it could work. But some people, I'm gonna get to the crazy women.
Oh,
Now a crazy,
Uh-oh, spicy.
short-tempered, out of control, emotional person, should they ask for a level-headed, calm,
yes,
dominant person?
I think so because that level-headed, calm person it will help them. That's what
What do
I
you
think.
think?
Yeah, like it depends if they're compatible with the
Right.
individual, because there are women and men that are a little wild off the wall per se, and they date someone that's level-headed. But sometimes you'll get under their skin, and you're gonna bring out the worst out of that person.
Out of which one, the level-headed person
Yeah,
or the?
yeah. You know, so if I'm nuts and you're calm,
It's tiring.
I could, yes, I'm saying,
Yeah.
so I could bring out the worst. And then what we talked about before, you're gonna then, let's say you date E, now you're gonna expect that, and that becomes a bad cycle. You know, because in my past
Expect the
relationship,
crazies from
yeah, and
everybody
then
that you
now
deal
you're
with.
gonna be crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though you were calm in the last relationship, like it's just
I can see where you're
you
going.
Some
know.
men,
So it depends. It
yeah.
depends. How crazy is crazy? You know what I
Some
mean?
men like crazy chicks.
They do.
Yeah.
They
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
Some
I
guys
know.
do.
I know men
Some
that love
women,
crazy
some
chicks.
women
It's
like crazy men. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it.
Wait,
and they
wait.
were they
Do you like crazy chicks?
no.
Do you like
I'm
crazy
gonna
chicks?
I like calm women.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
explain. I'm gonna explain.
I
Like,
know men straight up like not. I know a man that listen until if she don't pull a knife on him, he don't like her.
yeah,
That
Like
is some
I've met
toxic
I'm just
shit.
being real.
I've
Yeah,
met
I have one of my
I've met
good
men
friends.
saying
I ain't
that
saying no names.
they
but
were
like
like, "Yo,
he loves crazy
yo."
women. I'm like, yo, I don't know how you do it.
It's
I have
awful.
no idea.
I talked to a couple of men, and they were like, if she's stressing you, stabbing you, but that craziness compensates, or that makeup sex, she brings that craziness to the bed, and that's like that. It could be a woman's thing too, with like they like the bad boys or whatever. These guys are that are controlling or crazy.
No.
As long as it's in the bedroom, she'll tolerate that outside of it because she knows that the makeup sex eventually is gonna come.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, how long you have to wait for that,
Same
and to
thing.
start fighting just to have makeup sex?
Same thing with the men. Well, this is habitual. This is something subconsciously.
Well, no. Once you learn peace of mind and you don't have to stress that, you believe me, your train of thought and the way you think or how you used to, that goes all out the
Yeah.
window.
Well, it depends
Okay.
on how you grew up too.
100%.
You
All
know?
right. A lazy person asking for a hustler.
No.
It's a no for me,
No.
man. Unless it's a sponsor. Either sponsor or sugar mama. Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Oh, hold up. You would be okay with a sponsor, you said?
No,
I
no.
was
I'm
about
just
to
saying,
say.
like, unless the
Oh.
person is a sponsor, as I call it, for the
Nah.
men, or a sugar mama, you know.
What
the
about
men
I
are
don't-
sponsors and the women are sugar mamas?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's,
What
that's,
about
that's my terminology
Gotcha.
for it.
what about a shy guy asking for a dominant woman, or shy woman asking for an alpha male?
I feel like a shy girl just naturally is drawn to somebody who's not shy, like an alpha male. And a shy guy, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Depends, like, shy how.
Like afraid to talk, that's awful.
Yeah, like if you're afraid to talk, then it's like, all right.
Like
Really,
that's just more than just
really
shy.
reserved. Just really reserved in everything.
If I have to fight to get answers out of somebody, I'm good.
Yeah,
It
same
might
here.
like it might go back to what you guys were saying, a balance. She might, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, it might work for that because she might like making decisions. She might be more vocal
Yep.
and opinionated and just wearing the pants.
Yep. In many
Yep.
many relationships, I mean, opposites attract.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
it
true.
depends. If they're compatible, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have a statement here, and you both can disagree with me. Most of the time, you can look at a pretty woman and assume she's single and get it right. You can look at a handsome man and assume he's single and get it wrong. Because women control access to sex and whether they want to bring another life into the world, and men control relationships and marriage or marriages. Other countries, you can have more than one
Multiple,
wife. So I believe most extremely pretty, beautiful women, they demand a lot. They're spoiled. They have toxic tendencies. They have attitudes. They're not submissive. They're controlling, and they have bad habitual behaviors. These women are used to not hearing a no. They're not humbled. They're dominant and alpha, and they won't put up with a lot of shit. What do you think about that?
You can go first.
When I see a pretty girl, I automatically think that she's taken. Actually, I never think that she's single. I don't know.
Okay.
I just think when I see attractive people, I just automatically think, oh, they're in a relationship, and then I get surprised if they say, oh no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, oh, why? What happened? Because you're kind of pretty. What happened?
I mean, it's funny because like sometimes I'll find myself like, if you're talking to a woman, she will tell us I'm single. It's like, oh, why? Like, she must be
Right.
crazy. Like we
Oh,
talked about
Lord.
before.
Yeah.
I'm joking. But
Maybe the man was crazy.
right. That's what I'm saying. So
Right,
sometimes,
you never know.
you just don't know. I think it's, it's subjective. Every individual is different. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I think today's day and age, no one could ever, change
can't-
my mind. I just feel like everyone's talking to somebody.
Here's
No one's
Yeah, I think
single.
so too.
yes,
Right.
In
you're right.
2021,
Because we're not
like,
15 anymore. We're
it's-
virgins.
Yeah.
Right.
You
I
know what
like that
mean?
you
So
said
it's
that.
like,
I believe, yes. I believe when I see a pretty chick, I assume she's single and I get it right. Why? Because I believe traditional relationships are dying. Monogamy is dying. We see everything, all these fake ass marriages, celebrity marriages. They're not real. These agents got, I think we would be great if we have you two together. Publicity stunt, y'all gonna get this, y'all gonna get free shit, boom, boom, boom. Let's make it happen. They don't even love each other, but let's make it happen. We see all these people, I'm not saying me, but those people who aren't woke and who aren't alpha, they're sheep. They see all these couples and they're like, I want that. I want this. I want to be like them. So when
you
they
never know what's going under the surface.
Mhm.
exactly.
That's the thing.
So I believe these women also have a lot of options. So when they get in a relationship, and especially young, because I've experienced observing this. Now, if you meet an older woman, or no, let me say a younger girl. If you meet a young girl who's gorgeous and has everything going for herself and she's humbled, that's a rarity. If you could get her, hold on to her. And she's loyal, hold on to her because it's a rarity. These young girls who got shit going for themselves, their DMs are stacked. They are going to demand a lot of shit in relationships. And the moment they don't get it, they're going on to the next because they got a fall guy.
But that's today's society
But-
anyway.
That's what I'm
Not for
saying.
nothing, though.
Traditional relationships are dying. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go. We'll jump in after.
I mean, isn't it the same for guys though? The same thing,
Well,
like if it's a good-looking guy
I
and
say
he's talking
so.
to somebody.
But
so
history-
if he has things going on for himself, and old girl ain't in line, vete pa allá, I have another one.
but
but
men,
the
in my
argument
opinion,
is
men can control the temperature
yes of the
Right.
relationship. Of the
'cause
relationship.
of the relationship. For most women like attention.
Yeah.
And when the DMs hit them up, it's an ego booster.
Yeah.
For
100%.
men, like when we get DMs, it's
And most
Is it when it's like a regular looking chick, or what if it's like a really good looking chick? Is it still?
I've had good looking chicks that hit me before, and I was like,
I'm not saying that.
not into their looks. I'm saying like okay,
Just the fact that you got a DM
yeah,
from a chick.
it's like okay, cool,
and and most alpha males are not like, I'm looking real cute today. Let me take a whole bunch of selfies
Yeah.
to get an ego
That's what I'm
boost, to
saying.
get attention and stuff like that. Women are gonna do that. They take 30 pictures before they're like, oh, this one's right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? My argument is
The old relationships.
my argument here is when I look at a beautiful woman, I can assume she's single. When you look at a beautiful man, you can assume he's single. You're wrong. The woman is right. And I believe because men control relationships, I said it, and I believe those women have more options than men. You could have a gorgeous woman and a gorgeous man. She has more options than him. Why? Because she could live under a man for free. Yes. When you look at homeless people, do you know there's more homeless men than there are women? Because a beautiful woman could live under a man for free. Do you agree or disagree?
For free, monetary
Now,
wise,
I
but
was gonna say-
rent free.
she's okay, but she's paying in some way.
Yeah, she is.
So
but
it's
rent,
not okay.
rent
So
free.
monetary.
At what
okay,
cost?
Yes.
right.
You see what I'm
At what?
saying?
That's
So
exactly
that
it.
means
At what
that
cost?
means
what
that
cost?
that means that girl could get out a speeding ticket. She has more than that guy.
When
Even
the
though that
cops
guy
come and
is
they kinda-
gorgeous.
You mean options? Just
Yes,
more
even though
options?
that guy-
lower the
Yes, even though that guy is gorgeous, he has to still work harder.
yeah.
You're gonna assume automatically that same chick, that gorgeous girl, could talk to that gorgeous guy. She could assume that you're definitely talking to somebody. If I like everything about
But
you, you
everyone
gotta.
is talking to
Even if a
somebody.
chick knows
Yeah.
that you got
Everyone is.
even if a chick knows that you got other women, you got at least a crazy one that's saying, "I ain't leaving you. I don't care if you got 5 chicks." So you definitely talking to somebody.
Yeah.
You're not a virgin. You look good and you got everything. You definitely talking to somebody. But that guy that pursues her, he could think she might have a lot of people where she's talking to, but she could not be having sex. She could not be in a relationship.
But it's so like, history repeats itself, right? Like this was the same thing back in the 70s and 80s with the hippies, people sleeping with multiple people,
Mhm, mhm.
less relationships, less weddings, less marriages, The guys are at war, they come back, they just want sex, right? So it's kind of the same thing now. I mean, there's less relationships, less weddings are going on, and people are kind of just talking to multiple people. You could. It's a rarity to find someone that's I'm not talking to nobody. That's why I usually ask when I was saying, like, are you single or are you single? Like, because single means you're single, but you're out, you're seeing people,
right,
you're
you're
dating, you're talking to
testing
people.
the waters and whatnot.
Yeah, or if you're single, that means I ain't talking to nobody and I'm just kind of just chilling.
This is what I'm gonna talk about. The key word today is provide. Men provide. Men are providers.
Today's word of the day.
Women are not. Women are not. So when it comes to access for sex, yes, women control that. They have the whole. You know what I'm saying? They could say no. If you keep going, it's rape or harassment. Men have to work hard. Now, what I want to get into is when you're in this circumstance where you have a good-looking man and good-looking woman, right? If she's gonna have more, she's gonna feel like she's being more entitled because she has so much men that's already stroking her ego.
How do you know that?
Good question.
You don't know
because
that.
everybody has social media. Everybody
seen it.
has social media nowadays.
Right.
Yeah.
It don't mean that somebody's knocking on my DMs.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Listen.
You walk into 7-Eleven.
I'll take you both on
You
right
walk
now.
into 7-Eleven.
No.
You walk into 7-Eleven. A man.
What's up, sweetheart?
At least one man is gonna hit on you. At least one.
What's up,
Hey,
sweetheart?
girl, what's going on? Oh, you look good, like body.
There was a
at
meme
least
I seen.
one.
Got you.
It said the same thing. It was like, it was like, listen, there was one meme. It was like, if your man don't call you beautiful, just spin the block in the corner. The guys will say,
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
Or your work husband.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Because I'm a provider and I take pride in being a provider, I don't care if she's gorgeous and she talks to 10 men. The moment she gets a taste of discipline, she's gonna be like, who?
But it's got to come from the
She
right
could be
person.
having sex with a whole bunch of guys. The moment I put it down, she's not gonna want to have sex because I believe women give their all versus a man giving his all when she's in a relationship. Even if she's not in a like boyfriend girlfriend type shit, you giving her the best sex of her life. She's gonna orgasm.
She's gonna hit you with the.
She's orgasm.
You're putting too much emphasis on the sex part. You give her something that she doesn't have, which is the respect and the love and the affection. That's something.
You
the
cut
best
me
sex.
off. You cut me off.
I'm so sorry.
So you're giving her the best sex of her life, right? You're giving her the best sex of her life. She's orgasming, right? Like she said, you're giving her something she never experienced before, on top of the other stuff that you're doing. Whether you're a decent guy, you're her tire blew out one day, she could depend on you, you're honest and all these things. She's gonna start building that emotional attachment with you. Automatically, that femininity is gonna come out. I don't care how many men she's talking to. She's gonna start saying, "I'm dating these guys because I'm getting everything in this relationship." Women are inclined. Women are inclined.
Yeah.
Women are inclined to give their all versus a man. And I talked about this in season 3
I agree with
premiere.
that,
A man
100%.
might not give you his mind. I'm thinking about money all day, girl. You popped up in my head maybe twice. I'm thinking about money all day. You know what I'm saying? You definitely don't have my body because you're not fucking me. Now, if you fucking her crazy, she's gonna be like, Daddy, my body is yours. Take that shit whenever you want. Grab my ass, all that, titties, whatever. Dudes don't do that. Alpha males don't do that. They don't say, my body is yours. Fuck me from the back with a dildo. So he's not giving you his body.
What is,
He's not giving you his body.
His that's heart, what it takes to get a body.
His heart, he might give you. He might give you his heart. His mind, he's not giving you 100%. Women are prone to give their all in a man because they're following your leading. So the moment
I disagree.
Oh,
go ahead.
Let's hear from
I
the disagreeing part.
Go ahead.
I was letting you go. You know what I mean?
Go
Let
ahead.
you do your thing. I don't know, man. It depends who it's coming from. Because for women, you could give her all those things, and she still might not be satisfied with that individual. But then another man come in the picture, give her a portion or fraction of that, and she's like, "Yo, thanks, E. Appreciate you, homie."
And she's giving that man her all?
Yeah. I think it depends who it comes from.
Yeah.
The woman is got, you know what I'm
but
saying?
But she's still giving her all.
I know what you mean. But I'm saying but she may not be giving you the all even though you were giving her all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends who it comes from. That's just my opinion. Because you could call a woman beautiful all the time, but she could go outside.
Right,
Once
she might not want to hear it.
And
have you seen
thank
that?
you so much.
Did you hear that meme where she's looking, the phone rings and she's like, It's not the
Oh
person
yes,
I want.
yes. When you get
And
the
it
good
could
morning,
bring, it
good
could
morning,
bring,
beautiful, and all
right.
that,
It's
she's like,
not,
oh.
I don't care who, you're not the one that I
That's what I'm
want.
saying.
Yeah,
That's my
exactly.
point. So
Yeah,
exactly.
but
Perfect. I remember I seen that one too.
it's I believe that it's still her giving her all.
Yeah, I know.
You
I'm saying
understand what I'm saying?
yes, but you're saying she's giving you the all because you're giving her all these things.
It depends also what the woman is looking for at the time.
Yeah.
If morals and values,
Not at the time. It depends. It don't matter when it comes. I'm saying it's got to be from the right person.
yeah, that
Right,
too.
but whoever that person
but
is,
whoever,
she's still giving her all to
Yeah.
whoever.
yes,
But I'm saying it doesn't. But
Right.
yes, but I'm saying like they don't have to give you the things that you mentioned.
Exactly.
They could give you half of that.
Okay.
If she's okay with that because it's this one
It's the person,
Yeah.
right?
she's gonna give the all.
Right. That
Yeah.
person
See what
that
I'm
she gives
saying?
her all to,
Doesn't matter what they
if
get.
if she calls
You
him
seen
up,
it?
yes.
if
I have.
she
You know
calls
what I'm
him up
saying?
and says my tire is broke, he might be like, well, I'm
You're
busy.
like, yo,
I'm
call
at work.
A-
Call
call the
somebody else.
AAA.
Yeah.
She's still
And
giving that piece of shit her all.
Thank you.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
you're
See what I'm
right,
saying?
but
So-
she's still giving her
Her
all.
all,
That's what I'm
right.
trying to
Oh,
prove
okay.
to y'all.
I thought you were saying she was giving it all because
I was
she
trying
was.
to.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
trying to get you guys on the same page
Okay,
because I was
okay,
on
okay.
each page.
No, she's
Alright,
still
alright,
giving her all versus the man giving
Okay,
his
okay.
all. You have any final thoughts?
Guess first.
Yeah.
Oh, you put me
Yeah.
out there. Do you have any final thoughts?
Well, mine are long. That's why I'm asking you
Oh,
first,
okay,
and then
okay.
Suhei, and then I'll read mine.
It all comes down to knowing what you want at the end of
Mm,
the day. You know, like we talked about, you know, you're giving your all to someone. You know, we talked about not being in shape and wanting someone that's in shape,
mm,
not, you know, not making money, but want someone that makes money.
mm,
It all depends on what you want. You know, at the end of the day, what do you want? What makes you happy?
mm-hmm.
Pursue it. You know, regardless of, you know, I know we joke about, you know, but that's what it really comes down to. You know, what you want, as long as you're happy, because it's your life and you just got to make sure you go after it, I guess.
That's what's up.
I agree with that. Well, in terms of the topic, should people ask for gifts that they can afford and everything that we just spoke about? I feel like if you can't afford it now, but it's something that you're looking to change within yourself, then you need to have somebody around to show you what it is that you need. You know what I mean? But that also comes with, and I'm going to say it at every topic and every episode of having self knowledge. You know what I mean? Because if you're going around, requesting to have loyalty and to have that, but you have no interest in doing that for somebody else, then you shouldn't be. But if you want to learn how to do it, if you're like now saying to yourself, this is what I want, I don't know how to do it. Let me find someone who is that way, and then maybe I can emulate that. Then 100%.
I know this is like final thoughts, but that's one thing that I wonder too. Is I think from my observation, people don't know what they want.
They don't.
And what happens is you'll date different type of men and different type of women.
But you don't. You
know
don't
what I
really
mean?
date a different type. You date a different person, but it always goes down. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I have girlfriends that date, and it seems like they're dating the same type of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
It's a different look, it's a different person, but
Yeah.
at the end of
Same
it, it's the same,
personalities.
right? It's the same morals,
Yeah.
the same all of that.
And I
And
think,
it's because I think, I'm sorry,
No, you good.
she doesn't know yet,
Right.
or she doesn't know how to get what the guy that's in her mind, she doesn't know how to project it. How do I get that instead of this?
I think sometimes too is they don't give it a chance.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
if you
I don't
date
think anybody
someone-
nowadays gives a chance. It's so
That's
fast.
true.
It's a fast paced world.
Microwave, yeah. It's
It
like,
might also be
Microwave. You come out with some weird ass. What's a microwave?
like instant. The food's hot right away. Like,
Gotcha.
it's it's not hot enough, or grass always green on the other side. Like, just so quick.
Sorry. It might also be that they're indecisive.
Yeah, not knowing what they
understand?
want.
Like they're not knowing what they want, but it's like beggars can't be choosers in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you heard of that. Beggars
Mhm.
can't be choosers. And it's like, I want the guy, like, yo, I'm not dating him if he doesn't have tattoos. He gotta have muscles. Hold on. He gotta be handsome. He gotta be dominant. He gotta be successful. You know what I'm saying? Some people have a certain criteria. They have a certain standard. And then it's like they'll get with that guy and he's like, but this guy's not giving me attention. He's not putting enough
That's why I'm
effort.
saying-
She subconsciously sabotages the relationship because she probably finally got what she wanted, but now she's like, but I really want attention. But why these guys on social media say I'm beautiful, but this guy don't say I'm beautiful.
But the
Now I
thing
want
is-
somebody to be a nice guy, but I really don't like nice guys. Women do that more than men. Like I said, women are more pickier than men. And if she seems as herself as a high value woman, she's gonna want a high value man next to her. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a high value man. Whereas now she's becoming beggars can't be choosers. You want that gentleman, but you also want him to be a dominant and sexual dominant in bed. You want him to open the door for you and slap your ass in it. You're not gonna get both because these men cannot wear the different hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's also a problem. Same thing with a guy. Like a guy, oh, I want a freak in bed, but if she's too freaky, she's a slut. I want her to have a good job. I want her to make 6 figures. I want her to have an ass. I want her to have titties. I want her to go to gym. But then now it's like, but you're not bi though. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Sometimes it's like we're so used to something that when we get it, it's now like it's not enough.
But that's why I was saying people don't know what they want because like you compartmentalize all the aspects of like characteristics, but people don't really think like that though.
Yeah.
Most people don't sit there and say, okay, I want this. They say they have an idea in their mind of what they like, and then it's just on Tinder and they swipe if they see it.
Yes.
And then because you built a perception, now when you're there and you're in front of the actual thing, you say,
it's different when you're actually having a conversation
exactly.
with somebody
like,
and getting to know their
you know,
minds.
Yeah, it's like he's, he has the tattoos and all this stuff, but he's too quiet.
But he's dumb as hell. So
Yeah,
whatever.
or,
right.
or he, and the thing is like, but then, we talked about, to the topic with, not asking for things you can't afford. Men want women that make money, but can you handle a woman that makes more than you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
can you handle that if a woman makes more than you?
I think so. I think I'll be fine. I'm confident in myself in terms of like what I do. Like I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Don't even ask me that because I already said it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say
if she makes more money, let's build together. Let's build a conglomerate.
But that's gotta be
I can
the goal.
involve you in my business. If she's smarter than me, great. I have some stuff that you want to do.
Yeah.
If it's within your limits, I'm gonna utilize her efficiently because I'm a boss. That was one of the things I was gonna talk about. We didn't get into the bullets. Is I don't like micromanaging. I'm not a micromanaging boss. Like most of my work career, I've been managers in my job. I don't like micromanaging people.
Me neither.
Like, yo, where did you get home? Oh, you gotta wear this. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a sub like that. Like, oh, tell me how to dress. Like, if I tell you what I like from the beginning, I shouldn't have to tell you that every day. You go into the club with your girls, you know I don't like cleavage. Have an elephant memory. You know what I'm saying? I don't like micromanaging people.
Yeah.
This is how you need to stand. This is how you need to sit. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, let me check your phone.
People try
Let
to
me see
impose
if.
that, though.
Let me see. Let me check. Let me get your passwords.
do.
Yeah.
Let me see who you're following.
But that's also, they're carrying that. I didn't mean to interrupt, but they're carrying that from another
previous experience.
relationship.
Yeah.
Like you may not have been that type of guy. Show me your phone.
Yeah.
But now that you're past, you weren't like that with your past one. You found out she cheated. Now you're like, show me your phone.
Now the next one, yo, I'm never gonna let you know what I mean? So,
I'm never gonna let anybody get over on me now.
We were talking about jobs, but most people micromanage relationships. And my what I always do is just do you. I'm gonna let you know if I like you or not.
The thing is,
if you want to show cleavage, go ahead. But if you don't want to, then don't want to. If you want to, it's just do you.
Yeah.
Like,
the thing I believe also is people need to like stop falling into the trap of social media and whatever dating sites or whatever it is.
That's not gonna happen, though, man.
Well, I'm just saying that's what's gonna make you more of a wolf than a sheep. Because now you're seeing these things and it's embedded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's ruining relationships. People have to fit now a standard now. Like these are the standard chicks you like, now I gotta be this way.
Yep.
Or these are the type of dudes, whatever.
But to that,
you know what makes it worse though is also I agree with you. Social media has ruined a lot and people it's unreal, but the pandemic, where are you gonna meet people? There's things aren't open like that, and you go in with a mask. It's those social media dating sites. That's the only way that you get to see them for that, and you have it. I'm gonna
tell you something off camera too.
It's almost like when you meet a girl and she has a mask on, that you can't even kick her in line.
How do I know?
You can't even kick her in line. It's like your eyes are beautiful. Like you can't even. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna?
But see,
kick
most
it to
her?
guys
Exactly.
You could use that. You have beautiful eyes.
Like
you can.
You can use
every guy has said that to her.
Yeah, but you have beautiful eyes. I wonder what those lips look like.
Hey, give free game. Yo, take notes. Take notes. But that comes down. But that comes down. So it don't matter how. Like I said before. So I know we're in final thoughts. But that comes down to where the compliment came from. Because
Right.
you would not give the same compliment to her. It depends on what she wants.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But with still social media though, it's like fire. Like it's good and it's bad,
Yeah.
right? Like fire could burn down a house, but it could also heat up an apartment building.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So like
You gotta learn how to use it.
you gotta learn how to
Bars.
use it correctly. You know,
Bars.
and what happens bars,
Preacher.
right?
Preacher here.
But what happens is a lot of people they try to act like a certain type because they want to attract something. But
Right.
it's
They
an
lie on
act.
their resume.
But it's an act. Yeah, it's an act. It's not really who they are.
Mhm.
It becomes tiring after a certain point.
It's like
So-
a fisherman. You put the worm on the hook and you throw it out there.
Yeah.
See whatever grabs.
And it's, you know, just that's what I always say, man. To thy own self be true. Like you said it best. Just know yourself. Just do
Yeah.
you.
And
Well,
if you
if
don't know
somebody's-
yourself, learn yourself.
Yeah.
My
That's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
My final thoughts are long, so kick back, relax. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time when we get to the final thoughts of EL discipline. And when I write, man, I go
You
in.
about to go in?
So kick back, roll a blunt, make sure the kids are in bed, grab some popcorn, and listen up. A lot of y'all may not like this, but here we go.
Oh boy.
You can ask for whatever you want. It is true that opposites attract, but do they mention longevity? If you are not someone bringing more value to the table than he or she is, you are not the prize. If you are with or engaging with a person completely opposite of you and are willing to grow with them or change with them, so one, you can match their hustle. Two, be as physically attractive as they are. Three, build on the values or morals they have. Or four, match their net worth. Then it's fine, go for it. However, if you're just unwilling to grow, you must walk away from them or they must walk away from you, depending on what those two parties are willing to tolerate. A man or a woman is not walking away from the best you're providing him or her, what they can't find elsewhere. That's a fact. You have to walk away because that means you're providing more than they are in the relationship. Some people are assets and some people are liabilities. These people need to stop expecting to be carried and they must stop riding the coattails of other people. A relationship is like plant based. He waters her, she waters him, and you both grow together. If he or she was fucked up prior to you, whether it was due to past men or women in their relationships or childhood traumas, etc., they should be willing or are willing or are changing while they're with you. Or you're wasting your time. These people become leeches. They are now draining you of your energy. These people are babies in adult bodies wanting to be babysat. You're not a fucking babysitter. A relationship is not about communicating. That's 10%. It is acceptance. It is understanding. I'm biased about the BDSM lifestyle, which I constantly state. It's the most potent lifestyle there is, the most powerful bond you can ever have. It's not associated with inadequate development, which means you change once you get into that lifestyle. You are not the same inside it as you first came in. You allow each other access into a physical, psychological, emotional space that transcends parameters basic people, vanilla, or modern day relationships have to offer or can provide. There's more honesty, more trust, more openness, more loyalty, more vulnerability. It is articulating your fears, doubts, insecurities, strengths, and weaknesses without the fear of judgment, resentment, without he or she thinking you're weak, without assuming or jumping to conclusions. Because not practicing these things is a result of you not trusting the other person you're with. If you're not benefiting in that relationship as well, it's cool to walk away. Give that person a time frame to change. Don't be in it for 10 years and he or she is still the same or regressing to how they used to be 2, 3, 5, 10 years ago. Evaluate each other. Tell that person if they're making you happy, if they're not. What they need to work on like a boss of a job does. It's not easy starting over. It's scary. But being alone to have knowledge of self, To love yourself adequately, to heal is better than rebounds or staying in a shit relationship. Life is too short for shitty sex, to not be valued as a king or a queen, to settle, to not receive what you provide. There's someone or some people out there praying for someone like you while another is taking advantage or taking you for granted. What's taken for granted eventually is taken away, meaning there could be a plethora of people who could love to be in the position of the person who is taking advantage of you. One man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's headache is another man's dream. One woman's you're too much is another woman's where have you been all my life? Find your compatibility. The history shouldn't matter if the chemistry is no longer there. We all have some toxic tendencies. Hell, I know I have a couple. But the thing about therapy is acknowledging them, sharing these things with your partner or partners, and asking them to help you get through it if they aren't as fucked up as you are. Be open with one another. Put the ego, the pride, the passive aggressive behavior aside, men and women, especially if they have earned you and they're worth it. They deserve that. I know I'm open with the ones I love, trust, but the moment I sense disloyalty or betrayal, I take those gifts of being open and sharing away. And if I no longer trust you, I walk away. I don't give a damn about love or the history. I love values and morals more than people. Yes, this might be a toxic trait, but it is what it is. I provide gifts in different ways than others. I'm a private person. Therefore, those are privileges. Two fucked up people don't work. Don't ask for what you can't provide yourself, because then you are taking advantage of the other person. And if you are the one who cannot be valued in the relationship, then simply walk away. Don't listen to words, pay attention to patterns, idiosyncrasies, actions, body language. Why? Because that's the truth. People lie about who they are every day, B. Make sure the person you're with has respect for you and respect for the relationship. Those are my final thoughts.
Those are good final thoughts. Yeah, some good long
Take
ones, but they're
notes.
very
Take
good.
notes. Need some more after that one.
Yeah. I told you it was long. I get into zone
He's an
sometimes.
author. Come
I get into
on.
zone sometimes. But you have anything else you want to say?
Nope.
I just wanted to thank Jeff for
Nah, thanks for having me,
coming
man.
back.
Thanks for having me.
For coming back on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like we talked a lot, like between you, Suhail, and myself, as far as like doing things in the future. That
sure.
will probably talk off camera. But yeah, thank you for coming on and sharing
Definitely.
your opinions on this. You know, like I said, I know you're neutral. I'm steadfast on certain things. Sue is neutral. You know, I always say I'm the voice of the alphas. She's the voice of the people
Of the unheard.
or the unheard.
Of the shy folk.
Yo,
you know
she's
what I'm
the
saying?
president of the
Yeah.
unheard.
There's a lot of unheard
I'm
people.
happy that you came back, man.
Nah, man, thanks for
All
having
right,
me back
but
on.
No.
okay. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned in to one of the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, controversial, no holds barred discipline therapy podcast. Peace.
Hey, he did it with the